Welcome, everybody, to Pasadena and the majestic Rose Bowl, one of the unique settings in all of sport. This year's Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, is a crucial part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive and keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the number 3 seed in this playoff, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the number 10 seed in the playoff, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. And so it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. Set up. It's a first down play. First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. He'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over him that time.
Just a really good job by the corner here, recognizing this wide receiver screen. Because he was so quick to react, when the receiver makes the catch, he's right there to make that tackle.
He went backwards on first down, so second and long from the 24. On the run, it's Marshall. Quick juke to get free. They bring him down, but he makes the 4-yard line. That's a solid game.
Of course they're going to pick up the first down by running the football. You think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Biakabatuka and Tyrone Wheatley and Leroy Horde. Man, so many good backs have come through Ann Arbor.
First and 10 now for the offense. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The shotgun handoff here. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
And he moves the ball across midfield and picks up a first down.
Boy, with all this build-up and hype in this playoff game, this defense has got to do a better job at the line of scrimmage. That's another first down. They had their chance there on third down, but they do not want this to become an ongoing trend against this offense. They're just too good.
Takes the handoff, and he'll head left. Breaking free at the 35.
This defensive coordinator better make some adjustments. This back is on fire to start this game. You better start committing those safeties down, overloading that line of scrimmage, because this back is physical, he's got speed, and he is tough to bring down.
Fights through a tackle. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
But a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. That wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Handoff to the right side. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And the Wolverines will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. And they pick up the first on the ground. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. Here we go on 4th down. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
Interesting call here early, showing that they're coming in with an aggressive mindset, but they come up short of the 1st down.
1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Looking for a gap. It's Gibson. They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So 2nd and 4.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Back to pass. It's Manning. He flips it to the back across the middle. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a 1st down. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the 1st down in the process.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Caught over the middle. It's Gibson. That's a big gain, finally brought down near the 37.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a 1st down for this offense.
Longhorns come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's escaping the pocket now. He lets it go on the move, looking deep.
You know, they don't hit this downfield, but it gives you an idea of how much pressure this quarterback can put on this defense. They've got to cover all these receivers, worry about the running game, try to pressure the quarterback, and then deal with him when he breaks out and scrambles like that. He's a threat to run or throw.
Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Looking to throw it again. Wrap down the middle. It's Cook. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that end route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
So now from the 29, it's 3rd down and short. Let's see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course, thinking touchdown. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Using his legs, it's Gibson.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Longhorns are in the red zone. Give it to the back again. He's got room, looking for the end zone. Couldn't quite get in. Tackled down at the 2-yard line. Excellent run.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on a hat, and this back, as good as we've seen all year, with the ability to accelerate through the hole, positive yards, play after play here early in the game.
The Longhorns will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
Crucial play to begin the new quarter. The offense sets up with a 3rd and goal. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Longhorns. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense exceeds a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
No problem. PAT right down the middle. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. Last possession, they went for it on 4th down, but got stoned. Let's see what they can do this time. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid game.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
Fighting off the defender. It's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Using his legs, it's Marshall. And we're able to tackle the ball carrier there.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big 3rd down now for this offense. They're down early in the game with all the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. The back's got it. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that 1st down marker. The offense stays on the field. The coach is going to go for it on 4th and 2 in his own territory. And he moves the ball across midfield and picks up a 1st down.
Boy, that is some determination by this offense here. Picking up a new set of downs on the run. The call works out perfectly. You just needed 2 yards. You pick it up, and now you've got another chance at points.
He's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Offense will have to overcome the holding penalty now. The Wolverines pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs. Little eye candy here from the offense, some pre-snap motion. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
It has been a tough 1st half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the 2nd half.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Breaks loose at the 45. Tackle made after a big gain.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche.
Caught near the goal line. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Wolverines.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination, this quarterback and receiver, for a big day.
Now they get set to kick it away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. takes the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see what this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. They'll run it from the gun. Defense able to stop the ball carrier there.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense getting set. It's second down. To throw, it's Manning. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. That'll pick up a first down. They'll spot it at the 38.
What a simple read and a simple throw for the quarterback. You want to give me the running back sliding out of the backfield? No problem. I'll take that. Let him do the work after the catch.
First down, looking to throw the ball. The pass rush closing in. And the sophomore making an impact play.
Just outstanding combination of quickness and strength here by this Michigan defensive lineman. Makes me think of Aiden Hutchinson, who of course played here recently. Going back to guys like Rashawn Gary, Lamar Woodley, Frank Clark. Great tradition of Michigan defensive linemen on full display right now.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Gets rid of it on the move. It's reeled in. It's Butler. And they wrap it up after the completion just short of the first down mark. It's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and it has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line. Because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route. And the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw.
Can he make it to the marker? Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
And he's throwing for it on fourth down. And he finds his target. He has the first. Brought down at the 46, good enough for a first down. We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute warning. Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half as they try to make some adjustments here. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? On the run, it's Gibson. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Keeping it on the ground here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
The defense coordinator this week, all week, telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's third down. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Tackle to the 28. This offense threatening them. Another first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. To The offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Looking to throw. It's Manning. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. Longhorns looking to punch it in here. It's first and goal. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Strong defensive effort. They've got him behind the line. He'll lose 5 yards. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So on second down, I'll try out the field goal unit, trying to get 3 before halftime. This one is right through.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And the returner is tackled as time expires here in the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Wolverines will kick this away to get the second half going. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Well, he's got a crease here. Look out. And the returner heads out of bounds. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Now it's 2nd down here. Dropping back, it's Manning. Looking right, this one caught. The Longhorns looking to keep this drive rolling.
And they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, I kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
First down and 10 now. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. He's running out of time here. The sophomore able to get home with the sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
First down sack, pushes the ball back. Second down coming up. From the shotgun, drops back. Falls incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting the hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground, but the next tip ball could be going the other way.
See if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
That's exactly what the coach, I'm sure, talked about there at halftime, is the defense is going to be out there on the field first. We're down in this football game. We got to get pressure on this offense, come up with some plays, and get the ball back to our offense. And that's exactly what they have a chance to do now.
Longhorns will have to kick it away. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. Can they keep it going? They mixed the run and pass beautifully in the last touchdown drive. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They get him down, but he crosses midfield, stopped the ball at the 44.
Well, Chris, you watch a completion like that, and with the efficiency, it makes you kind of think back to all the quarterbacks and receivers that they've had who made it look this easy. Of course, you start with Tom Brady, but think of the year Brian Greasy had, 1997, that national championship year. Chad Henne going back to Elvis Kerback and all the great receivers. So this is within their history. It's good that they're leaning on it.
Here's the 2nd down play. Looking for a gap. It's Marshall. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Dropping back, it's Barnett. He's moving out of the pocket. Hit as he released it. And it's incomplete, but here comes the flag. So hold on, let's check that out. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. And the Wolverines begin a new series here, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's Exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
Except here's 2nd down. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Pitch play to the back. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving his running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
So now from the 29, it's 3rd down and short. Let's see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course, thinking touchdown. They make the stop just short of the first. Looks like inches to go, and now 4th down. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Tackle made at the 26, good enough for a 1st down.
I can really appreciate this offensive coordinator not trying to just do something crazy. You're less than a foot away from the 1st down line. Just punch it in and pick up a 1st down. That's what they call here. It works out perfectly.
The Wolverines pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. When they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Now play number 9 on this drive. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they've got him back there for a loss of 8.
Well, setting the edge, a lot of times you'll rely on that offensive tackle to do the job at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes it's the tight end or maybe the H-back. But someone has got to set the edge of the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to go. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner and make a big play.
This will be the 10th play of the drive, but it's 3rd and long. A pre-snap motion from the offense. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
And they will trot out the field goal team here. And the field goal is good. And we're all tied up now.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. He'll return it from inside the 5. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. Offense takes the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. Takes the handoff. It's Gibson. That one takes it across the 30-yard line.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. That run sets up an important 3rd down call for this offense. They'll try to run for the 1st down. The game is enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 40.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line to give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the 1st down.
Longhorns with 1st and 10 here. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. He bought some time, now lets it go. The sure hands, it's Butler. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
And the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a 1st down.
1st down and 10. Handoff here from the shotgun. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Looking to pass. It's Manning. It's a quick grab. They bring him down, but not before he gains 1st down yardage.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a 1st down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And he'll get the 1st down yards before they finally bring him down.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it here. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
The Longhorns looking to cash in this red zone trip. On the ground, it's Gibson. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kurt, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. So here we go, 3rd down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. To throw, it's Manning. Launching one to the end zone. Throws it too far over everyone's head and incomplete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. Knocks that one right down the middle. That puts them back on top.
Wow, you talk about a clutch kick. Good job by the snapper and the holder. The kicker gives them the lead. But remember, this one is certainly a long way from being over here in the 4th.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Michigan offense back out on the field. Settled for 3 last time. No doubt they're looking for the end zone in this possession. They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
With the carry. Ball down at the 33-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Important 2nd down play coming up. They're going to run it here. The Wolverines' offense is on the move now.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
1st down here for this offense. Gonna run it. It's Marshall. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7. 2nd down here. Time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. We'll hand it off. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. And we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to steal a late-game comeback victory. And the Wolverines will line up on 1st and 10. Takes the ball and heads to the left.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Takes the ball and heads to the left side. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Every now and then, we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good, too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen. Good effort.
Second down after that previous play. They'll test the right side here. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible.
Boy, this back is having some kind of game today. He just continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over 150 yards now, and this defense has no real answers in trying to keep him contained.
You're pounding away with the running game. It's 1st and 10. There's the handoff. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. They've still got time to go for the win, but they've got to go quickly here. Using the ground game here, tailback has the handoff. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football. And the offense will spend a timeout, stopping the clock with 22 seconds remaining. Offense facing a 3rd down now. They can still get a 1st down without scoring. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. 1st down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. As a design quarterback keeper. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. And the offense takes timeout to stop the clock with just 11 seconds remaining. Facing 2nd and goal. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Makes a quick grab. Touchdown, Michigan, to take the lead in the final minute.
Chris, we've watched this offense all year make plays and come up with drives like this to give their team a chance to win football games. And now we are the biggest stage of the year, and they come up with one more touchdown to give them the lead here.
PAT up and good. The lead is 4 here in the final quarter. So after taking the lead, they'll kick it away and hope the defense could just hang on for a few more seconds. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. They need to score quickly here, trying to dial up some big plays. Back to throw. It's Manning. And the clock winding down. They'll take a deep shot. Catch made way down to the 25. Touchdown, Texas. They go in front in the final minute of play.
Chris, what a drive by this offense to put the go-ahead score up with under 10 seconds to go. You know, as a quarterback, you hope for opportunities like this, and this offense and the quarterback